In a significant move, NBC News has unveiled Studio N7, a cutting-edge broadcasting facility located within its Washington, D.C. headquarters, as part of its strategic preparations for the upcoming spinoff of MSNBC and CNBC. This new studio, which is conveniently situated next to the 7th-floor newsroom that forms the heart of NBC's D.C. operations, made its first appearance during the August 3, 2025 episode of the renowned program Meet the Press. Additionally, it was featured in the August 4, 2025 episode of The Weeknight on MSNBC. The design of Studio N7 incorporates modular elements, and it is set to become the future home for two prominent NBC News shows, Hallie Jackson Now and Meet the Press Now, both of which will be broadcasted on NBC News Now, the network's free ad-supported streaming service. The construction of this studio was prompted by the impending separation of MSNBC and other NBC Universal cable channels into a new entity called Versant, which has also led to plans for establishing distinct production and newsroom spaces primarily for MSNBC. According to sources, once the transition is complete, NBC News will occupy the 1st and 7th floors, studios N1 and N7, while MSNBC will be assigned to the 8th floor, utilizing studios N4 and N5 along with a newly created newsroom. Meet the Press is anticipated to return to its original Studio N1 on the 1st floor. The reasons behind the temporary relocation of MTP and The Weeknight to N7 at 400 North Capitol Northwest in early August 2025 remain unclear. However, it is speculated that ongoing updates in other areas of the building or a desire to test the new studio may be factors. For many years, NBC News has occupied parts of the upper section of the North Capitol building, which also accommodates studios and workspaces for various other broadcasters, many of which boast views of the Capitol grounds. In 2021, NBC relocated its DC bureau from a shared space with its own station, WRC, on Nebraska Avenue to North Capitol, taking over the N1 studio and expanding its presence on the upper floors. Studio N7 features several real windows that provide stunning views of the Capitol dome, framed by dramatic archways. Below these windows, counter-like ledges are adorned with gold-toned panels that include circular cutouts, enhanced by color-changing integrated lighting. The studio's design, crafted by Bryan Higgason HD Studio, draws visual inspiration from other studios within the building, particularly Studio N1. Higgason's design incorporates a distinctive row of archways along the wall of real windows, echoing the Palladian window style and stone archways typical of government buildings in the area. Additionally, the design features various iterations of the wider, elliptical-inspired archways found in the lower levels of the building. The thick, deep surrounds around the archways are finished in a brushed gold metallic tone, mirroring the faux picture frames on the walls, which are actually LED panels. Equipped with Ross Video's Artimo robotic camera system, Studio N7 is also capable of supporting a Steadicam. The studio is designed to seamlessly transition between various production styles, including traditional live newscasts, podcasts, interviews, and special coverage. It features a circular round table with ample chin fills and is outfitted with LED lighting instruments that allow the crew to adjust the color temperature to suit the external lighting conditions, with lighting designed by Neil Galen of the Lighting Design Group. Similar to Studio N1, Studio N7 maintains a visual connection between the studio and the newsroom through a window and glass doors that link the two spaces. This window offers viewers a side-angle perspective of the monitor wall located behind the flashcam in the newsroom, with portions of the metal and glass header element and its frosted banding also visible. The most striking feature, however, is the row of windows that overlook the Capitol dome, akin to the views available from studios N4 and N5 upstairs, which have historically served both MSNBC and NBC, but are expected to become the exclusive domain of MSNBC and CNBC following the spinoff.